Who's gonna poke out our eyes this time?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 celebrity performances in video games.
You cannot be serious. Come, Comrade General. A new world order awaits.
Number 20, Will Arnett, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Wow, you guys got here fast.
We'll forever know Will Arnett as the voice of BoJack Horseman, and more recently, the new voice of Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal. But in 2022, he played the malicious Dragon Lord, the antagonist of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Throughout your adventure, he'll berate and ridicule you in some of the most ridiculous ways imaginable. Does he hold the candle next to Handsome Jack? No, but as the debut villain of the Wonderland spin-off, Arnett was fit for the role. Look, if you want someone who can be a total jerk in the most fun-loving way possible, Arnett is your man.
I was trying to save you, too. Go ahead.
Number 19, Malcolm McDow, Killzone 3.
Captain Narville, do you know who I am?
Malcolm McDowell has a storied history of playing malevolent, posh, deranged geniuses. Though many may know him for his role as Molag Bal in The Elder Scrolls Online, his best role was Yorhan Stahl in Killzone 3. The way McDowell portrays Stahl is somewhat frightening thanks to his delivery. There are many moments where Stahl's anger is terrifying to hear, and if you need any evidence of McDowell's skills, well, just take a look at the speech Stahl gives in the execution scene.
What planet do you think you're on?
This is a man who will double-cross anyone who stands in his way, and McDowell makes that trait known in every line.
And the death of his killers!
Number 18, Nicolas Cage, Dead by Daylight.
I hate this particular fog.
It's perhaps the strangest crossover in the history of Dead by Daylight, and it's also one of the best DLCs the game has seen. In 2023, Nicolas Cage was added to DBD as a survivor, and he came with a hilarious set of perks that all revolved around screaming and dying. On top of that, Cage did all his own voice work with lines that match the tone of the crazy movies he starred in, many of which don't make any sense. Regardless, the renowned actor has made his mark across several horror movies, good and bad. So having him added into DBD was a sight none of us thought we would want.
Someone, please, help.
Number 17, Bruce Campbell, Broken Helix.
There are things I like about my job and things I don't.
I hope you had your beauty sleep, Private, because you need it.
What's the situation, sir?
In the realm of gaming, Campbell is typically reprising his role as Ash Williams from the Evil Dead franchise. While many will remember him as the snarky narrator in the Spider-Man games, his first video game performance was the best and most original in his career. In this forgotten third-person shooter for PS1, Campbell brings the campy attitude he's known for as explosives expert Jake Burton. From hurling insults at his comrades to acting like the biggest man in the room, Campbell is at the top of his game here. We only wish more folks got to play this title back in the day.
I will take one of these explosives and shove it right up your...
I understand, sir.
Number 16, Christopher Lee, Kingdom Hearts 2.
It's a device to reclaim Kingdom Hearts and encode it as data.
Leonard Nimoy, Mark Hamill, Jesse McCartney, Hayden Panettiere. These are just some of the famous names attached to Kingdom Hearts. Haley Joel Osment does an equally amazing job as Sora throughout the franchise. But Christopher Lee as Ansem the Wise, though his deep voice is a bit odd to pair with the likes of Mickey Mouse, he helps elevate the magic and mysticism that lies within the Kingdom Hearts games. On top of that, you can feel the internal struggle he's constantly facing in understanding the science behind hearts. There's a level of frustration and inner turmoil that is somewhat relatable.
We've said enough.
Number 15, John Goodman, Rage.
Damn, now we both got a problem.
In a post-apocalyptic world like Rage, it's important that you try to find someone with an ounce of humanity left in them. And what better way to welcome the player than John Goodman? The voice of Sully in Monsters, Inc. offers a friendly face, albeit one that is sort of tired of the wasteland's psychotic nature, and Goodman's gruff tone conveys it perfectly. Sure, his presence does take you out of the game at first, but for the rest of the campaign, you'll quickly accept his role as Dan Hager.
I put a lot at risk to save you. Not just my life, but the lives of everyone here.
Number 14, Ramy Malik, Until Dawn.
Can tie him up if they just wiggle around.
Gosh, dude.
Leave me a little wiggle room, huh?
Before we knew him as Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody or David Hill in Oppenheimer, Ramy Malik delivered a chilling performance as Joshua Washington in Until Dawn. Let's ignore the motion capture. We know the facial expressions can be strange. But Malik's did a tremendous job at hiding Josh's shattered mentality until the real spiral begins a few chapters in. It helped make him seem like a more sympathetic character, even though traumatizing your friends in a fake slasher movie prank is not how you handle the deaths of your sisters.
I'm a healer, man! I bring people together! Not like you assholes.
Number 13, Nathan Fillion, Destiny series.
Zavala's doing the hero thing in the plaza. Me? I've got a date with whoever's behind this. It'll be a short date.
For a time, you could consider Nathan Fillion as the face of Destiny alongside Lance Reddick, who played as Commander Zavala. But Cade 6, Fillion's character, has often served as the face of the franchise, and rightfully so. Fillion does a tremendous job at making Cade 6 likable and funny without it coming off as obnoxious. And the delivery is just as captivating in the rare instance where Cade 6 is being more serious. His absence after the Forsaken expansion has been noticeable and much sadder than we initially anticipated.
Cora, if you tell me this is a practical joke, well, it kills me to say it, but I would be really impressed.
Impressing you, Cade, is the easiest thing I'll do all day.
Number 12, Susan Sarandon, Dishonored.
Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be.
We would have never expected someone like Susan Sarandon to pop up in a game like Dishonored, and yet she fits it so well. Sarandon plays Vera Marais, aka Granny Rags. Sarandon brings a certain elegance to Granny while effectively depicting how far her mind has gone. Honestly, why would you refer to a bunch of street thugs as suitors? Regardless, Sarandon's character does not appear too much after the first area in Dunwall, but the rewards in her quests can go a long way in your journey to bringing down the corrupt politicians.
Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory.
Number 11, Tim Curry, Command & Conquer Red Alert 3.
With respect, General, you are wrong.
We could have chosen many actors from this game, notably George Takei or J.K. Simmons. However, Tim Curry takes the top spot for his performance as Premier Anatoly Cherdenko. Despite Red Alert 3's absolutely ridiculous premise, Curry manages to stay in character for every scene. Well, every scene except for the space delivery, where he clearly cannot hold back his laughter. It still kills us today, and is perhaps the sole reason why so many fondly remember Red Alert 3 out of any of the Command & Conquer games.
And then we will crush them.
Number 10, Andy Serkis, Enslaved: Odyssey to the West.
Okay. Let's go.
Serkis is already widely known as one of the best motion capture performers in entertainment. This was especially evident when he played Monkey, protagonist of Enslaved: Odyssey to the West. From cutscenes to gameplay, you can tell that every part of Monkey's physicality was created to reflect in his character. For as weird as it may be to describe your hero as a gruff hobo, Serkis and developer Ninja Theory succeeded in conveying that. And a special shout out to Lindsay Shaw for her performance as Trip. Her and Serkis had some exceptional chemistry.
What do you mean?
Well, I've seen it all before. Scattered tribes coming together under one visionary leader. It's never long before.
Number 9, Patrick Stewart, The Elder Scrolls IV: Oblivion.
For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Casting Patrick Stewart in your game, you know you'll get a golden voice for your character. Heck, Oblivion already had quite the cast between Terrence Stamp, Linda Carter, and Sean Bean. But Stewart as the Emperor of Tamriel, the way he narrates the intro really helps set the mood for some fantasy role-playing. Sure, the facial animation hasn't aged particularly well, but Stewart manages to carry his lines with such majesty that it doesn't matter what parts of Oblivion don't hold up. He truly brings the magic.
In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death.
Number 8, Ray Liotta, Grand Theft Auto: Vice City.
Look, Sonny, we were set up. The deal was an ambush. Harry and Lee are dead.
You better be kidding me, Tommy!
Before his passing in 2022, Ray Liotta gave countless memorable performances across film. But in the world of video games, he's known for playing Tommy Vercetti, Vice City's protagonist and the first voice protagonist in the series. Not only does he deliver his lines well, the way he had to is a tough process. Leota had to watch footage of actors blocking his scenes and use that as a gauge of how lines should be delivered and how cutscenes were going to look, roughly. It's an arduous process that Rockstar has somewhat evolved from, and what came out of Leota from such a weird process was truly impressive.
He's just got a touch of agoraphobia.
Excellent, excellent. And you?
I just want my merchandise.
Number 7, Jack Black, Brutal Legend.
I can fix anything, except that.
Now, one could say that Eddie Riggs is just Jack Black being Jack Black. Thing is that it's part of what makes Eddie Riggs resonate with so many of us. Black's energetic personality shines the second he steps foot into the brutal land. A stark contrast to the disgruntled Eddie had we seen just moments prior. Whether he needs to be serious, sad, funny, or the life of the party, Jack Black gives it his all as Eddie Riggs, and it's why Brutal Legend has resonated with so many players to this day.
Oh, wow, great. So, you want to help me fight demons and stuff?
Number 6, Ron Pearlman, Fallout series.
Blood has been spilled in the name of everything, from God to justice to simple psychotic rage.
Ron Perlman may not have had as big of a role in Fallout as, say, Felicia Day or Matthew Perry. Yes, we know he voiced Butch Harris in the first game. However, his performance as the narrator is the most iconic in the series. We all know the intro to every Fallout game with his delivery.
War. War never changes.
Despite Fallout's goofy nature, Pearlman excels at showing the franchise's more dramatic side as he gives you backstory for your character and the region you'll be exploring. It's a chilling narration that has helped solidify the series' identity for decades.
They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world.
Number 5, Lance Reddick, Horizon series.
You can trust.
Trust?
Yes. Trust.
Many will know Reddick for his performance in Destiny 2, but we're giving him a spot here for Sylens in the Horizon games. The way Reddick says his lines brings out the mysterious side of Sylens. You simply never know what might be going on in his head, what he's planning, or what his motives are. All you can conclude from him is that he's cold, calculating, and beyond cunning. It's such a shame that with Reddick passing in March 2023, the future of one of PlayStation's best villains is looking a bit rocky in terms of finding someone to fill such big shoes. Rest in peace, Lance.
What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world.
Number 4, J.K. Simmons, Baldur's Gate 3.
Sickly. In a word, useless.
J.K. Simmons has already made his mark in the world of video games. Cave Johnson in Portal 2, the President in Command & Conquer 3 Red Alert, and now General Ketherick Thorm in Baldur's Gate 3. It isn't often that we've gotten to see Simmons in a role that isn't comedic or heroic in some way. Here, Simmons plays a man whose mind becomes so warped following his family's death that he begins raising the dead, trying to resurrect them by any means necessary. Simmons manages to strike that delicate balance of being intimidating but still as delicate as the rest of humanity. This is a man who feels dead inside and will do anything to get his happy life back, even if it means he is the bad guy. Yet another reason in a list of many to pick up Baldur's Gate 3.
But the Moon Maiden did not intervene when my life was dismantled piece by piece.
Number 3, Samuel L. Jackson, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
You haven't forgotten about us, have you, boy?
Hell no, Officer Tenpenny.
If it were up to us, we'd put Sam Jackson in almost every video game we could. Officer Tenpenny, though his only unique role in video game voice acting, is widely regarded as one of the best performances ever in a video game. Tenpenny is such a snarky jackass that you immediately start to hate him as he berates CJ. He's aware of the power he has and will happily abuse it to make CJ's life miserable. To convey these aspects of the character, Jackson used his charisma as a weapon in his performance, making Officer Tenpenny one of the most memorable villains in gaming.
No, not tonight.
What you catching? A plane?
Ding, 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 ding! Good answer, Carl!
Number 2, Stephen Merchant, Portal 2.
Good, actually. Are you okay? Are you... Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover.
Though Stephen Merchant is perhaps the least famous celebrity on this list, it's impossible to ignore his performance as Wheatley in Portal 2. Merchant effectively portrays Wheatley's idiocy with flying colors thanks to his line delivery and ability to act like he knows what he's doing. What's more shocking is when Wheatley turns against you. While Merchant still brings the laughs, he does bring out Wheatley's egotistical side brilliantly. He becomes antagonistic, self-absorbed, and menacing. To this day, we can still hear him calling for us from the depths of space. It almost makes us feel bad for the way it ends for him.
Oh no! Oh no!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Keith David, Halo 2.
It fled as we set fire to their planet.
There's no questioning it. Keith David gave us the performance of a lifetime way back in 2004. The Arbiter is one of the most memorable characters in the Halo franchise because of David. This is a soldier who bears tremendous guilt over letting down his kind and is questioning everything in his life, his purpose, his religion. Every line spoken is weighted by an exhausted remorse that paints not just him, but the Covenant in a different light. If there's ever a game you should play solely because of a fantastic performance from a voice actor, it's Halo 2. There is simply no other character Keith David could have played perfectly.
Sacred icon critical to the great journey. I must find it.
Which celebrity do you feel gave a marvelous performance in a video game? Did they make our list? Let us know down in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to Watch Mojo for more great videos every day.
Oh man, don't tell me I've been slaying hot girls this whole time.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.